Greetings! My name's Joe Bob, and I'm very peeved. Welcome back to Blightfall. Like I mentioned last time, we're going to be getting into the magic mods today. But first, you may notice things are looking a little different than last time. Yeah, I decided to move shop over to the Eerie Island and its obsidian tower. For a few reasons. One of them was I was just annoyed at fucking animals going out of the purified area into the tainted area, becoming tainted, and then coming over and attacking me or other animals. Uh, that was a minor irritation. Another thing was just, well, if I'm gonna be doing wizardy things, I might as well have a nice wizardy place to do them in. And the third reason is that I just, well, the place I was in before was one of those biodomes. And yeah, those biodomes set up by the Jaded and all that. And I'd rather minimize my reliance on things I receive from you know, people under the world of Space Command. God, I hate them. And fucking the old home world government, bunch of leeches. But anyways, for, so since we got some useful stuff last time, we can get started into Botania. And yeah, got these day blooms, but they suck. Instead, we're going to be getting all our mana early on from the Entropinium, which produces mana from TNT explosions. Now, we don't actually have any TNT. I think we have like a gunpowder somewhere, but yeah. But I know where we can get quite a bit of it. Not at the mountain summit, but it's this along this way. Over in the desert. Because, yeah, there's going to be the desert temples. Which, if you know anything about Minecraft, you probably are aware, have quite a bit of TNT in. Well, a decent amount of TNT anyways. Like 9 each. There's actually 3 desert temples in the desert. However, one of them doesn't actually have any TNT in it. I think the person who made the map probably detonated it on accident while they were setting stuff up. I don't know. Ah, the only way to fly. Now then, where are those? Okay, there's one over here. Wait. Ah, I missed it. Damn it. Well, I think grab this and a couple more blooms. It's very easy to just completely fly by your target with, it's, suffering from success, as they say. Here we go. Let me just grab a couple of this netherrack real quick. Ah, fuck. And here we go. Oop, ow. Didn't switch the damn sigil fast enough. And there we go. Now, grab the loot. This. Couple of diamonds. Some gold. That'll come in handy later. Very handy. Ah. Alright. Ah, fuck. Now then, and the next one is around here-ish. Gonna wait to regen a bit of HP first. Alright. Good enough. Ah, yeah. I know it's this way because of that guy. He's a nice landmark, so to speak. Damn it, I'm lost. There it is. Okay. I flew right by it. Alright. Maybe we can get some gold, some thaumium. I care about the bones, vaguely. Some more diamonds and gold, and, perhaps most importantly, some more diamonds, thaumium, and a slimy sapling. And since we already got the rubbery sapling and the others, that means I no longer have to worry about getting sapling bags ever again. Probably. Unless I lose one of these, but that would be a pretty embarrassing gaffe. Alright. Now we've got a lot of mana. I think 117,000 or so? Something like that. Now, I'll just set up some basic Botania apparatuses real quick. Okay, there we go. Got a mana pool and a spreader. Now we can start with this. There we go. That's always fun. just standing there as it explodes. Quite a rush. You know, even when you know that there's literally no way it could possibly harm you, there's still that, you know, primal fear. You know what I mean? Well, maybe you don't. But I do. Okay. Now that we've got that, now we can make a rune of earth with stone, mushroom, coal, and some mana steel. The mana steel will be a bit expensive, but the rest is easy enough. Alright. Alright, should just need like 2 TNT for this. There we go. And one more. Right, stone. And 3 mana steel. And 1 living rock, which for some unimaginably stupid reason has to be thrown on top of it. Fucking... Because Vazki is a fucking maniac who goes deliberately contrary to good design at every turn. There we go. Rune of Earth. Now, because of course, as I mentioned earlier, you know, this TNT will be a very excellent early game mana source, but it isn't infinite. Obviously, it isn't even that much. It only fills up like a tenth of a single mana pool, a little over, which is a lot, admittedly, considering how quickly you can do so with TNT. However, yeah, it'll run out. So, how about I'm going to get started on a method of gaining mana that isn't. We started on a source of TNT that isn't finite. And for that, we need the Rod of the Lands. Well, okay, technically we don't need the Rod of the Lands. Technically, because like, the Rod of the Lands, what it does is it creates dirt from mana. And the thing I'm doing is going to require hundreds, at least hundreds of dirt. I could just dig it up, but that would be mind-numbing. Instead, I'm going to use a... Well, you want a mana mirror. Or maybe no, mana tablet. Right, mana mirrors are very expensive. Mana tablet, you can... the whole thing about that, as you're probably aware, if you know anything about Britannia, they store mana on the go. For powering stuff like the Rod of the Lands. A mana mirror would be even better because I could link it to the mana pool. But I just remember that that requires a Terra Steel ingot. So it's not really an option at the moment. Even if I had the apparatus necessary to create Terra Steel, it's ludicrously expensive. Not just in the base materials cost, with it requiring fucking diamond and such, but also requiring like half a mana pool, which is way more than I have. I will also need quite a bit of building blocks, but with this, I think I can get them fairly fast with this hammer. So I could create an igneous extruder. I have the materials for it. Yeah, right. Be back in a second. Basic machine thingamajig. Then hardened. Then pneumatic servo. And there we go. Hardened igneous extruder. Give it the accelerated extrusion. Oh, I need bronze for that. There. Now, instead of producing 1 cobblestone per operation, it'll instead produce 16. A slight improvement, I'm sure you will acknowledge. Just, you know, a little bit. Now, I just need a bit of that, and a bit of that, and voila! We're producing cobblestone. Quite quick. Okay. Now we've got a source of both basic building blocks and dirt. Now we can start, well, building. Let me just deposit any stuff that's unnecessary at the moment. Oh, that reminds me. Another thing that'll make this easier. And there we go. Grab the latest crop. And put this in here one last time. Alright. Now we just need to find a place to start. Or rather, pick a place at random, I guess. Here, why not? And now we shall begin. Ah. Okay. So, the tower is... Well, it's not quite complete, but the actual structure, which is the really time-consuming part, and by time-consuming I mean like fucking hour and a half, I think, is done. Now then, what else? Ah, yes. Now I need to make a... I need to go make another shovel so I can slap the silk touch thing on it, because or rather the silky modifier, which is equivalent to the silk touch. I do it on my main, but that's actually not a good idea because because for some reason I decided it would be a good idea to make it reduce the tool's mining speed. For some reason, I don't know. There we go. Alright. Now we just need a silky jewel. We'll need a few more emeralds. Let's see. Should be a couple over this way. Emerald block. There we go. Silky jewel. And yeah, silky shovel. There we go. Now I can get started on spreading. Now, what else am I gonna need to get it set up? Okay, I'm gonna need some kind of way of activating the dispensers, of course. And for that, we will be using the timer from RF Tools. Now, you may be asking yourself, hang on, Blightfall doesn't have RF Tools. Yeah, I added it. You should never be afraid to add or remove mods from a mod pack if you think it'll make the experience better. That is one of the beautiful things about modded Minecraft, being able to... Well, you get the idea. Now, they aren't the cheapest of timers. We're gonna need a good bit of redstone and some of our gold and some of our aluminum and some copper to make clocks. But they have some key advantages. One of which being, like a few other timer blocks, they can hover in air, which not all of them can do that. Some of them have to be placed on a block, but most importantly, they can be very, very granular. Too many timer blocks out there only allow you to work in seconds. These work in ticks. You can have as many or as few ticks between each pulse as you want. And that is a beautiful thing. In other words, it actually duplicates the functionality of redstone timers in a single block, like the others claim to, but fall short of. Fuck hourglasses, all my homies use timers. Okay, there we go. Is it working? Oh fuck. I didn't realize they were completely fucking immaterial. Ah, fuck. Oh. Didn't realize they just fall right through. Jesus Christ. There we go. I guess it's not completely immaterial since it stops water, but it's pretty close. Ah, hang on. I'm one short. Alright, there we go. All 7 timers in place. And here we go. The water should flush the mobs out. They then fall to their death. Their drops are picked up by the Hopper Hawk and placed into this chest, which I'll definitely upgrade at some point. And the cursed earth. Spiders could be a problem. As well as the main mobs. At some point, I'm probably gonna replace the drop with some actual like spikes, but that's for another day. And yeah, additionally, the cursed earth should mean that once I get a method of chunk loading, the mobs will spawn here even when I'm away. Normally, even if you chunk load, they won't, but with cursed earth, they will. Now, being said, I'm gonna really get myself a muffler. Hang on. What do you do? How the fuck? Where the heck is my... Ah, there. Don't know what you were expecting, standing on the edge like that. Alright. Here we go. Might need another muffler. I'm not even trying to push them off, I just need to do that so that I can ensure that I actually grab it. Their own stupid fault for standing so close to the edge. Yeah, it's not here, but close enough. And a beam. Whatever. Now just pull this random crap away. That. I'll keep the flint and steel. You never know when you need a flint and steel. Alright. And there we have it. I saw the traveler make his way toward the monolith, that thin gash amidst the clouds, an open seam between heaven and earth that eluded the eye of God. Or perhaps it had not. Perhaps it beckoned from one realm to the other, wedded and ruled as one. But look how clean it splits the horizon twain, absorbs it, makes it strange, an indomitable beam. A tower of heaven. That took way more work than even I was expecting, and it's still far from perfect. If you can see. Definitely gonna have to install some spikes at some point. Quickly. Probably. Unfortunately, doing so is a bit tricky because you can't actually make swords normally, and you can't actually make iron swords, but there are ways of getting them. Just like same with gold and diamond swords, for the more advanced ones. And you know, funny thing about the mob spawner, in Minecraft is an interesting sort of deal with quantum physics. You know, when you're dealing with the quantum level, sometimes stuff can behave differently whether or not it's being observed. Well, Minecraft is even more than the case in that nothing can actually exist when it's not being observed for the most part. You might think, well, okay, what about the mobs? Obviously, the world can't observe itself, so but why can't the mobs, the zombies, the skeletons, the animals, the villagers, why can't they observe it and thus make it exist? Well, because they're part of the world. They are not a distinct entity from it. They are formed from the world's soul. That's why they just sort of spawn out of the aether. So, in essence, with this mob farm, we are harnessing the world's very soul to power our magic. And that is a beautiful thing. Well, I've been recording for over 3 hours. I think it's time to stop. This video will probably not be 3 hours long. It might not even be an hour long, actually, considering how much of it's going to be cut out and sped up. But I am done for now. I didn't actually do much magic today, did I? Oh well. Well, soon. Very soon. Next time. Next time, we will actually be doing some proper magic. Now that we've got a good source of gunpowder, well, once we actually fix the clogging issues, we will. We could start really going into Britannia, and certain other byproducts like the rotten flesh will certainly be handy when it comes to Thaumcraft. And I suppose if I move the altar close enough, I could maybe sacrifice them using the dagger sacrifice, although the range is extremely small. Well, I'll see what I can do. Until then, I have been Joe Bob, and I'm very peeved. And remember, dislike the video, unsubscribe if you're for some reason subscribed, and leave a nasty comment in the comment section down below. So long, suckers!
You're gonna be okay, kid.